firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. West is checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Patty Mills. Curry dishes to Green. Spates the pass to Green. Outside Curry. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
And that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
To the inside. West. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Curry kicks to Green. Shoots the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. 8 points for Steph Curry.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Parker's shot is off. The Warriors leading. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. That's tipped. It's stolen by Duncan. And stolen by Barnes. They grab their own miss. Green with the block. Parker drives in. Aldridge again. Spoken. Parker outside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And the Spurs, being the defending champions out west heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Martin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Daniel Green. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Well, we knew the West was going to be wild and very competitive all season long last year, and the Spurs, Clark, epitomized just how crazy and tough things can be there.
Yeah, and with about 3 weeks left in the season, the Spurs were sitting in the 7th playoff spot. Then they go on a tear and win 11 games in a row to jump to number 2. Finally lose 1 game, and they're all the way back to 6.
Here's Ezeli. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Martin.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
The Warriors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Mills passes to Diaw. Diaw, the screen. .151 left in the third. There's the pass to Martin. It's Ginobili outside. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
The Warriors have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Iguodala, that's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Rejected by Ginobili. They could use a big shot here to get this off. Oh!
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Pass to Mills. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by West. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Livingston kicks to Clark. He dishes it to Livingston. Clock at 4. Lots of room. And he hits the jump shot. And the Warriors lead by 4. Kicks to Anderson. Now Mills. He has 5. Feeds it to West. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Makes it off the glass. Iguodala. Shot is no good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Rush in at the 3 slot.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Green dishes to Duncan. To take the lead. Curry with the steal. And the rejection by Leonard. And they get it back. No good from Bogut. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Green gets it to go.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Green. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. And Thompson kicks to Green. Pass to Bogut. It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Leonard. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Rush kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry. Here's Aldridge. No luck. Great D that time from Green. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bogut the pass to Rush. 6 to shoot. And Andrew Bogut the bucket on the assist by Rush. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Out to Thompson. Launches it. Oh, we got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That one on Parker.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he makes all three.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Mills with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Mills kicks to Green.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Aldridge is screened. Mills can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Thompson misses.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there, but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Green kicks to Leonard. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's the Warriors' ball. A big